choice. Never let the ops win. Calm them nerves, got the whole world watching. Ready, set, go, and there ain't no stopping. Only one option. Light it up.
Hey everybody, happy Friday. Welcome back. I am Pseudo. Sorry to leave off in the middle of the week, but I was looking literally all week on these builds. I've been labbing, theory crafting, just about everything I could think of, every gear combination. And we have a Condi build. Haven't touched support yet, but well, sort of. But we are gonna see if we can get into EVGA. I think we're like 50 people deep. Yep. Might have to wait for even the meagerest of Borderlands tonight, but we have a very active matchup. However, I have 4 different variants. Yes, in the YouTube description, there are 4 different variants that I've come up with that are the best gear setups for this. So, nice little surprise stream on Friday. Hopefully you guys are well. Hopefully you're enjoying. Hopefully you're super stoked. There's so many nuances for this. Hey, Danny, what's up? Thanks for having those notifications ticked. Sorry it's on a weird time. But basically all 4 variants are very similar. I kind of worked backwards from what I already had. I maybe one day I'll do a builds video on like how I gear optimize and stuff, but it's too much to explain right now while we're waiting for a map. All you need to know is that there's one build that's basically the same as the one that I ended up running after 5 years, but Condi, so it's quite good. There's one build that's like max damage on Condi. There's one build that runs Relic of the First Revenant, that it was the second build that I was really enjoying, but Condi. And then the last build has a lot, is like the maximum amount of Condi you can apply with this build in a reasonable scenario. So we'll be trying all those out tonight. They all use different food, so it's a little weird to say the least, but we'll get into it a little bit here. Want to make sure it looks good, sounds good. We're dropping a couple frames. It's humid as shit here. Thankfully, the smoke has cleared up a little bit, so kind of the other reason I wasn't streaming. I had to call it early. Hopefully I didn't just kill OBS. No, we're still live. That's good. I kind of had to call it a little bit earlier than I wanted to on Wednesday, both because I was super tired and because it was smoky as all get out here. So hopefully y'all are staying safe. All right. So while we wait to get into a Borderland, we'll see. Haven't breaking the game, written PhD thesis. See, that's way better than what I did this week. Don't listen to Reddit comments. The cycle of patches, dudes, goes balance patch. Somebody will be complaining about something. They'll be the loudest person in existence. Then everyone will mellow out. Then they'll start complaining again. It's like a sine wave. It like gets, and then everyone mellows out. Although I did read the one post by the Snowcrows guy. That was actually really good. His complaints with like this animation specifically are kind of valid. I think the double hit on Rend is a little wonky. I don't know how they would fix that, but I don't mind it. It is cancelable, so you can only do the first hit if you want to, which is kind of cool. I don't know. I really like the Bladesworn changes. I think they're really good. I have the one complaint that I kind of highlighted on Wednesday, that you can auto cancel the DT1 and the 3 by just mashing them out really fast, but that's really the only thing that I've run into. I think the numbers on Condi Bladesworn are perfect. They didn't overtune it like I was really scared they were going to. I fought a couple people in the Borderlands and like, you know, killer hours of like 2 a.m., 3 a.m., and it does pretty well. Much better than the advantages of power. So I suppose if I had to give people one piece of cope for this, first off, I do want to make a separate video on this. I don't think ANET's done with Bladesworn. I think this is if I had to super cope, right? I think this is the first round they're doing. I would guess they're probably going to look at some of the utility skills and Grandmasters and stuff and see where this lands, because they really didn't change power that much, if at all. And the Condi version plays very similarly, at least in World vs. World PvP, to the power version. The difference is, and this is something I've talked about before, Bladesworn really didn't have a good way to force people to press buttons. It doesn't have a ton of stuns like Spellbreaker. It doesn't have a bunch of condition vomit like Mace Berserker. It doesn't have a lot of the other tools, nor should it, that other other classes really have because it's so tanky. So giving it variable Condi damage while preserving the power options in like sword, pistol is a really good way to balance that. Because the dragon triggers almost do, instead of just talking, I should actually just show you and play the game, right? But the dragon triggers do almost negligible damage with the power trait, but they force people to press buttons, which is the huge thing. So we'll see if we can illustrate that a little bit tonight and get some fights. And I will queue up for EBG now because I would like to get into it. No, I understand what he's saying. Like, the Snowcrow's post, he also did write at the bottom of that post, "This is only my day 2 reaction," which I think is really fair, and he wasn't just raging on it. Again, calm, constructive feedback is how they make changes. I don't think they did anything to power Bladesworn. They just introduced Condi Bladesworn, which moved a piece on Warrior, which made the class overall harder to play, because they moved a lot of the bleeding over to the 2, so you have to use, well, you had to use the 2 before anyway, kind of. I don't know, it'll settle out. I actually think this patch was, excuse me, sorry. I think that this balance patch was actually the first perfectly cooked patch we've gotten in a while, and people aren't used to that with this game. Looking around at like the Revenant changes, the Druid changes, I think people, especially because the patch was delayed, were expecting really, really, really intense balance changes that were really overpowered for their classes. Okay, I'm just like stuck in animations. That's cool. And that really didn't happen this time around. What we got was really measured, balanced changes for a lot of the classes. I'm stuck in Rifle. I might actually lose these guys. And that, I think, took a lot of people by surprise, where they were just expecting the moon and didn't get it this time around. Imagine outrunning a thief on the most or the least mobile class in the game. Is that a Tempest? It's a fucking Tempest. Hello, Kale. How are you? I don't know if I can kill them with the Pocket Tempest, but we can try. See? Told you. It forces him to push a button. Also, there's a lot of tech that they actually had with the moving to charge Dragon Trigger stuff that I don't want to, again, separate video, I don't want to do it now, but there's a lot of really cool stuff to know if you're going to play this, and it's really kind of important to the class. But I'll try to go over that a little bit later. There is a way, for example, to what's it called? Have your Dragon Trigger 2 still track on fucking trying to learn all the rotations and like talk and shit and fight a Tempest. There's a way to have your Dragon Trigger 2 still track your target. I highly recommend people setting a toggle snap to ally button. In support like super OP. Because I don't think the Condi version's gonna have much use in large scale, but I think the support version's like very good. No, I'm definitely thinking of doing the wardrobe thing, but the way to do that is to optimize your, what's it called? RNG unlocks, like the guaranteed wardrobe unlocks. And I don't have, like, I have to refine that post. Power is super OP? What made power, they didn't change, what? I'm so confused. They didn't change the power version. Kale, do you know something I don't? They didn't change any of the things on the power version of Bladesworn. I'm so confused. Like, do you know something? Did you find some sauce? Condi Bladesworn kind of fun everywhere. So what makes Power Bladesworn good in World vs. World now? Tell me your secrets. Oh, it's just fun now? Okay, cool. No. If it's playable just because it can move, that's awesome. Hey Fang, what's up? How are you? So again, small changes I didn't think would matter, but do. I'm not hating the movement. I think the animation's goofy as shit, but I'll take it. I really don't like that auto cancels though. I'm so coded on insta-casting your 3. Also, to all the, like, 2 people that are actually looking at the builds from the descriptions, careful eagle-eyed observers will notice these builds, except for the last one, have very little actual Condi stats on the build. That's because it is more efficient. I did try, like, a couple max Condi things, but it's more efficient on Bladesworn to literally build Diviner's Gear and stack 25 might and burning duration than it is to, what's it called? Build any kind of Condi stat, unfortunately. Let me out of combat with this idiot so I can switch to pistol, Jesus. Fucking heaven forbid I try to get stacks. Alright, fine, I'll fight you in rifle. Whatever, we're here now. Is that the time bomb thing I haven't fought? Being stuck in rifle blows. Luck with me. I think I've had enough this scene. Think of all the bad thoughts. Well, as tough as me. No, it's just started streaming, man. I'll answer it 1,000,001 times. I think it's great. I love all the changes. I think there's one bug they have to fix, and outside of that, it's they really cooked. They genuinely really cooked on this. I was really scared that the numbers were going to be hideously overtuned, and they're not. I haven't labbed the builds enough to give you a concrete answer, but I think it's, like, genuinely really good for the class and the game balance. I don't think it fixes all the class design and stuff, but it definitely helps, for sure. I love camps. I'm this Chronomancer. Love camps. Love camps. Chronomancer things. Oh, Defiant Stance didn't cast. I thought it was pulsing. Oops, my bad. Keep spamming that. I'm gonna start ignoring it. Nah. You know I disagree with you and you're wrong. What do your people say? Stop being a snowflake? I've tried some PvP as well. I have a PvP build. I've been talking to a lot of people about PvP builds. Your people. A lot of people are like, I saw people trying Rabbit Amulet, and I don't think Rabbit Amulet's the play, and I don't think Arms is the play in PvP. Right, you're belying it enough. What is it, beliving? I got you. I got you. Just run Saffron Bread, my guy. It dramatically decreases the CC shit. I think it's so funny that, what's it called? Haboob and, what's it called? We're overperforming that much. Volcano. No, like, Bladesworn shouldn't be a ranged class, Kale. It shouldn't have that level of damage. I'd actually cast that time. Gotta be dead. No shot, he's not dead. Yep. There we go. Good fight. Chronomancer, man. I know you did not have a camp this time. Reach a lot stronger than Elementalist. Need to be nerfed once people start building Bladesworn Zergs just to leave you on 900. Oh, you're saying Haboob and Volcano. With pure glass and overcharged cartridges, maybe. I think they just need to stop, like, Reach shouldn't be unblockable by default. Like, again, Bladesworn should do something in Zergs, so if people are using it for that and, like, Electric Fence, I think that'll be fine. I don't know. Now is the time to duel. Look, man, I'm not Captain Balance. Yell at Cal. I'm just enjoying that my class is an ass now. I'm an evoker. Run away at the speed of sound. Till I can fart on you with a bunny. Bunny fart, chat. Does a lot of damage. I haven't actually fought an evoker yet with it. I usually don't have that much trouble killing them on power, so this is a good 1v1. Why am I targeted on this Eagle Raptor, Science? Eagle Raptor loves me. Great song for this, though. Second elite skill. Oh, I fucked up. For me to create space. Sorry, locked in chat. That was cool. I think to kill something like this, I definitely need the one of the variants that does more damage. Because the biggest downside of Condi Bladesworn is just the same downside that Guardian has. Okay, I'm done with this. And that's that it really only does 2 Condis. Chasing? Yes. I think they fixed the tracking on sword, whatever it is, by the way. The, sword leap. I think it's like Rangers now, which would be huge. Been a huge complaint of mine. I love that he keeps healing me with Dragon's Tooth. That's pretty good. Captain Elementalist, man. Did both of those miss? They double blinded? I do think it's a little silly. There's basically no reason to, what's it called, use any other Dragon Slash other than Reach on Bladesworn now. Like, the one doesn't do more damage with Condi. It really doesn't. There, we'll both get credit for this Doliak while we fight. I'm bored. Let me leave. Let me die. I don't want to fight you forever. Just gonna be whoever fucks up first. Boring fight in the face of the earth. Hello, Angle. Hello. I need to give everybody shoutouts. Hello, Kunives. Oh my god, hello Hummingbird, everybody got here. Daikuru, Joppa, Jesus. I think support's OP, Joppa, on Bladesworn. People are telling me the power version's good in World vs. World now because the 3 is unblockable by default. I think the Condi version's better than people are giving it credit for, but I also haven't done much PvP with it, I just did some. Dragon Trigger 2 is weird now, but it's usable, I just need to get used to it. I need to rebind one of the paddles on the bottom of my controller to toggle snap to ground target. Hello, Mel. Hello. Oh my god. We might have to just like live with no shoutouts, but check out Joppa for PvP, Engel for chill night streams, Mel for carrying Engel, and Kunives for frogs. Blight Torment. So what I've been doing, again, I have 4 different builds that I've sort of optimized that are in the descriptions, Kale. The one that I was just using is the one I gave to Kunives, which I think is the best all-rounder. There's a couple tweaks I've made to it since then, but it's really just full Diviner's gear. The one that I'm going to switch to, in case we run into that Ellie again, is the one that does more Condi. Engel for Bell Inbox Repository, hell yeah. Also congrats to Engel for getting Twitch partner, that's huge. But yeah, again, I saw to Kunives' credit, he was asking me questions in Armistice Bastion, I was giving him advice, like, he put in the effort, he read his fucking skills, which was the hardest part, and he's learned a lot. Bladesworn is not going to be the pick up and play class. It's really not. I think a lot of people want it to be the pick up and play samurai and like an accessibility build, sort of to what Joppa asked, where like, what's the conclusion on it? People are expecting it to be like Condi, what's it called, levels of OP, right? What's that fucking class that you play? Conduit? Conduit. I'm fighting you in the camp that you... Oh, do we own the camp? Alright, well. We can give it a shot. Charging the bunny. We're charging the bunny. Keyboard? Nah, this time he's like, nah. Fair. Hello, Bar. How are you? Hello, Hydrated Goosey. Yeah, I've definitely got to get better at toggling snap to target and stuff. Oh, hello. Apparently you're a fighty Tempest. You're a fighty Tempest around the guard. I don't like that. Is this a full Trailblazers Tempest? Disgusting. Oh my god, I'm so dead. Ah, disgusting. We might have to pull out the, what's it called? The Relic of the First Revenant build. Again, this is day 2 of, like, infinity build crafting, so... We'll see. Man, all my Killer Instinct songs. Why are you always fighting me? There we go. Playlist. Really want to play. Actually, I want to play this. Yeah, I think that people are sleeping on the Heelsworn version. Just because... having an unblockable poke on a... Oh, perfect timing. 7-second cooldown is really good. And I think that if that can be disruptive in a team fight, you might be able to run something really annoying, like, I don't know, Demon Queen or Choir on it and just do lots and lots of poke. I'm great now that the smoke has cleared up, dude. It was so bad the other day. Let's start with this. It's gonna be the other problem is I'm gonna change my build 9 million times, and what I should do is play one for a while and then switch. But that's probably not gonna happen. I also don't have all the foods they use memorized, so we'll start off with the one that I was playing. We're getting a lot of smoke in upstate New York from the Canadian wildfires, Danny. The sky, when I was doing the preview on Wednesday, I literally didn't stream that night because the sky was yellow. Like real apocalypse shit. Again, Canada has it way worse, but like I didn't want to open my window, dude. That shit was disgusting. Yeah. But I was just like, I could stream and try to like brute force some builds, or I could just sit here in the build editor and not get throat cancer. So that's why we've been cooking a little bit. Dragon Trigger 3 no longer gets meshed by elevation. So I think they made the hitbox of Dragon Trigger 3 just better overall. Because they didn't change it to have the tracking that what's it called? Has the Necro auto attack, which leads me to believe that it's an actual like different skill than a projectile. But another thing that you can do now, which is really weird, and I want to try to show this against the worst enemy possible for this, as soon as I have enough flow, is you can go into Dragon Trigger and you can jump cast your shit if you cast it and then jump. So you can't cast it, you have to cast it and then jump. You can't jump then cast it. Jesus. So you can do stuff like this to actually like hit people in the air and stuff and fuck with the hitbox. No, it's fine. I just wanted to be super careful. I didn't mean to give you guys like, you know, build blue balls on Wednesday, but it was best for everybody that Pseudo go away and cook on builds. But Dragon Trigger 3 definitely seems to have better tracking. We did get an EBG, but I kinda want to see if we can like do some other stuff. This guy's fighting me. Nice. Not expecting the Condi. There you go. Can live. Just trying to get back to his Zerg fight. Oh, Jesus. Well. Got out of there just in time. Oh, don't. You were in New York, yeah. It was a weird thing where I was like, is the sky supposed to be that color? One of those animal things where you're just like, oh, something's wrong with the world. It's like when there was the eclipse that happened in the course of like, 5 minutes where it goes from like full light to dark to light, and you just, this primal part of you as an animal is like, are we dying? What are the chances the Cornecro? Probably a new player. It is Friday. Also, PSA, guys, World vs. World Rush is next week, so even if you loathe World vs. World to your very core, it's a really good time to, like, blitz some Gifts of Battle. Really, really good time. Oh, Aeon, that thumbnail, like, these are the 4 optimized ones. That thumbnail is not a joke on the YouTube side. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 different sets of gear that I've tested, along with different relics. The thing that I like the most about this Bladesworn patch is kind of what they said, where Bladesworn has really only had one build forever, and this gives us options. I want to try to see if any of the other ones use the same food. I don't think they do, so maybe we'll just go in order. I can show these off. I still don't really know what to do with the Relic of the First Revenant one. but I think all the other ones use really expensive movement food they do, so we should be good switching it up. Because this build, realistically, like the one I gave Knives, is the one that's almost all Diviner's gear, is good, and it's just my build from before, but with Condi now. I'm gonna try to show some of the other stuff off. You're there for a work meeting. I gotcha. You're explaining to them how you got a 50-90 in this economy. I hope it went well. Yeah, I highly recommend binding a toggle snap to target button if you play this nonsense. I hate it, Kale. I've seen a couple, but I don't think it's as good. I don't think you're ever going to die if you run it, but I don't like it. Trailblazers is not a gear stat set that I really feel should be allowed in current year. I'm thinking of swapping. The only thing I'm thinking about on that build, Knives, is I'm thinking about, because you get so much value from Relic of Rivers. You get so much value of like skipping through your stances a little bit faster. But I'm thinking of swapping Strength to Defense and running Mistburn, but I don't know what you would. I think I'll do that if charging Dragon Trigger becomes good. Like, Dragon Trigger, there's really still no reason to charge it, which seems really antithetical. And like I said, because 3 is unblockable by default, you kind of just still use the 3. Which is a little silly. Really good Reaper build? I don't know if he's online. Reaper's like the best thing in PvP right now. Host is not online. Homage is not online. Barry's online, but he's only for Chronomancer builds. Gamer towel. Jesus. Fucking helped somebody move today and I'm just covered in dust. Ugh. I don't know. I don't think Trailblazer... Like, who knows is trying Trailblazer like Trailblazer Viper? And I think that the only playstyle Bladesworn really has for World vs. World outside of max damage for Zergs, apparently, according to you, or the heal one, is so dependent on having boons. But maybe it's just what I'm used to. Yeah, honestly, the PvP... Whatever's on meta battle is probably really good for... Wait, Joppa! PvP Reaper build. I know you main it. Come on. Help a brother out. I know he's in here. I have so much more testing to do on this, though, because near as I can tell, they didn't really fix any of the... Maybe they fixed the Dragon Trigger 3 tracking bug, but other than that, I can't seem to find any trait interactions that they fixed. So maybe they did, maybe they didn't, but I have so much more testing on this nonsense to do. Is it just like only pure Zerg.exe time? Is that what this Friday is? I was expecting to get jumped by 20 men killing these catapults, and it has not happened. How are you guys enjoying the patch? Yeah, there was a sizable one. I had to wait a little bit. I had to fight an evoker for 16 years. It's too OP. He exclusively plays Conduit and Pistol Thief. I'm sorry, PP Unload Thief. Or whatever you were calling it. You know what, Joppa? Now is a really good time for you to farm experience in PvE, honestly. I think the patch was really good. I think people were just expecting, like, ArenaNet's usual, we don't know what the numbers are, so let's overtune and nerf it later. And that didn't happen. Also, I'm running the wrong food. God fucking damn it. The problem with all these builds is they all use slightly different food. What is in my camp? A DTF amalgam. Hell yeah, let's go. No, the food buff's too integral. I tried running the burning duration food, and you need the... What, you don't want to fight? I thought he was coming over here to fight. You need the Condi reduction on Bladesworn. Thank you, Bar! For the 5, you did not have to. 0% winning, but 100% birthday, huh? It's fair. It is goofy how you kind of look over your shoulder at people while walking in Dragon Trigger mode, but pretty funny. There's always next time for nerfs. Ooh, hello. You want to fight? Are you paper roll? Ferret. I think this is paper roll. Oh my god, it's fucking... Nope, it's not. Alright, we'll see. Maybe it's paper roll. It's maybe roll. I feel like I did too much damage to him for this to be paper roll. Also like the worst matchup for this variant because Druid got infinite fucking Condi cleanse with this patch. Like the amount of Condi cleanse that Druid got is absolutely insane. That I might be able to kill. Oh, there's 9 million people here now. Oof, big oof. The quickness lagged a little bit there. Not paper roll. He would never beat it. So how are they out of combat and I'm not? Video game. Jesus. Yeah, keep going till you get Hummingbird's birthday, correct? I just was. I know. I tried. We got a second... Is that the same ferret? I was about to get excited. Same ferret. Redundant ferrets don't count, chat. Dun, 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 dun. There's so many blue dudes. We could also do some PvP on this. I haven't tested the PvP version at all. And I could 100% be coping and just go back to power, but like, I think it's really fun to have build options now. I also need to like learn all the relics again. I do not know what any of them do. I was looking at it, I was like, I've used 3 for the last 5 years. Enough of that. I don't know, Kale. Were you having success with Trailblazers Bladesworn? Give me your secrets. It seems just way more effective to build Condi Duration. I just jump over his throw bolas. Oh my god. Than it does to build any kind of Condi damage from my testing. Is the Char Shrapnel Mine considered an explosion? Why does it hit like 6,000 times? That'd be very funny if it does. Anyone save me? You have an idea for how throw bola should work? Ferret, that's 2. Where's Chomp with her Mesmer pull when you need her? Go to SPVP, maybe. If there wasn't like a 9,000 person queue on EBG, I might. Maybe a little later. You like being able to jump to avoid it. Oh yeah, this song fucks. Okay, we're good on the frames. I was a little worried because it's still kind of hot here. The other thing that I've noticed, I can't illustrate it now. If you're at the like base of a flight of stairs and you try to drag and trigger to yourself up the stairs, it will sometimes just not work, unfortunately. And it's covered in legendaries. Oh, thank you. I don't want to be in hell anymore. I really wish they'd get rid of that animation. The little shasha is a little silly. I have a Discord. I mean, you can email the email that's on the YouTube channel. Why, you want me to sponsor your OnlyFans? Too bad we can't. I get, I've gotten a couple of business inquiries, but my rule generally with sponsorships is unless I know you, unless it's something I already use, I'm not going to plug it. But yeah, you can email, it's like TyrioTribune@gmail.com. It goes to my real email. Sounded bad, my real email. It's not like I have 40. He did not stun break that. Also, sorry for the frame party, chat. This conduit needs some Condi cleanse in his fucking kit, man. Try Weaver, no, but I know Jancis has been cooking on it. Talking to him about that. See, like right here is where it would be useful to have the old targeting, because I couldn't drag and trigger off the edge there. Hey, it actually worked up the stairs there. Sick. Oh, with your brain. Yeah, we have a Discord, but I don't give it out except for guild missions. So, ever since my Discord got hacked, I just fucking hate that program. Honestly, I hated it before that. It can run on 512 megabytes of VRAM on an integrated GPU and run okay if you're willing to downgrade the graphics. That's like, I think my friend, I forget, I think he loaded, because he got a ridiculous laptop before this shit popped off where it has like just a stupid amount of RAM in it. It has like 128 gigabytes of RAM in the stupid laptop. And he loaded all of, I think it was like either Where Winds Meet or Cyberpunk or something into the RAM on his computer. Just because he could. One day you guys will meet Edmonton. He's interesting. I feel like he and Hummingbird would get along really well. Yeah, let me know. I don't know. I'm really just, I just kind of do my own thing, but I know that's like kind of a cop-out answer. The only collabs I've ever done have been like Knives and, well, I did one with Emmy and Silhouette, so I can't really say that, but I never put them up because I'm a lazy piece of shit, never edited them. I don't know. I'm open to it. I got a party to plan though, dude. We gotta have a big-ass celebration for this nonsense. Bayonet's gonna put in the work, so is Pseudo. Sit up in your chair, chat. Jesus. Get some water. Unshrimp. De-shrimp thyself, chat. I'm glad Guild Wars 2 doesn't have collabs with other games. Like, the only thing that I think that would even remotely fit with is, like, Lord of the Rings. The fucking plush mounts already destroy my goddamn immersion. And not the plush mounts, the sab mounts. You needed that posture reminder. Yeah, see, the posture checks aren't just for me, chat. I Oh, I don't do this bullshit for money. I'm not worried about that. Ugh, that was a mistake. Tonight might be the, what's it called? Build. Oh, Defiant Stance didn't cast. I was like, why am I taking so much fucking damage? Like right here, see how it says no line of sight? Okay, so right there, in terms of mobility, old Dragon Trigger 2 would have been a lot better. It's just, it's mostly, like, the new Dragon Trigger 2 targeting is really good for PvP, because like Homage pointed out, like, hour 0, day 1, you can not Dragon Trigger yourself off the point to you using the skill. That sounds fun. Like you can like short hop with Dragon Trigger 2. It's a huge improvement for PvP for sure. But it's, if you don't play on a mouse, it's very hard to use. So Pseudo's got to fucking, you know, relearn some muscle memory here, kids. But I do have a whole nother button I can use, which is huge for me. Wait, why is this thing like... Oh, it's a Janther B. I was like, there's no way. Ugh, Bull's Charge. Go through. I could micro aim for the Steam Deck, for sure, or the Steam controller. That's an option. You were all over your chair. Diker is out here just like melted into his chair, man. He's so overwhelmed by the Bladesworn changes. He's like, finally. My boy got blasted. All right, it's been about 8 seconds. Let's get schizophrenia it up and change to another build, shall we? Oh my god, my fucking eyeballs. What sigils did normal humans use who aren't trying to cheat and use energy sigils? I think Daikuru's always been one with his chair. That's been my guess. Who else would show up to Pseudo when he's streaming to like 4 people? Okay, so what's this one? They are in order, not that that helps you. Cake, I believe I was on. So I was on the one that does more damage, which is probably my least favorite one. The one that weirdly damage maxes is kind of my least favorite one because the damage is so cleansable. Energy sigils are cheating, Kale. Energy sigils and Relic of Bava and Isos are cheating. I refuse to run them on any build, except for the builds that I run them on. Force and Air. Air's good. I think Nullification is actually low-key one of the most OP sigils. Like, if there was a trait that read remove 1 boon every 5 seconds, you would take it every single time. I'm really curious why they capped the burning at 4 stacks, though, for PvP World versus World. Bladesworn. It seems like such an odd decision. Like, even if it did 10 stacks, it wouldn't matter. Maybe it would? I don't know. This thing not dead. Fuck you and you're invulnerable. I think this one's probably my favorite for obvious reasons. I just don't know what second sigil to run. Yeah, but there's never going to be a corruption sigil. That's way too strong. The one sigil, there were a couple in the history of PvP that I think they could add back. There used to be a sigil that removed 2 boons after swapping to a weapon, so your first hit would remove 2 boons, but it had a 20-second cooldown. I was thinking Generosity. Generosity is what I started with before I went to Nullification on this. I just don't need the extra cleanse when I'm running Relic of the First Revenant. What I need to do is hit stuff. Generosity is a very good option, though. But they used to, I forget what it was called. It's like a Sigil of Revocation or something. And it had a, I think there's been one other Sigil that had like a 20-second cooldown in PvP. It was very interesting, because so you could basically only run one of them. But it was, instead of like 4 on a normal 2-weapon spec. We're red? We're red. How weird. We're never red. Crazy. Nervash! What's up? Sorry, I just saw that. Sigil of Luck's weird. Sigil of Luck gives you a random boon or something when you kill an enemy. I'm pretty sure. Maybe that one was the one that was removed? I don't remember. There used to be one that gave you Magic Find. It was like a stacking sigil for Magic Find. Absorption is, I guess, an option, but I feel like in World vs. World, I'm never going to absorb anything because I don't have the days on the Dragon Trigger 3. Like, I really only have 2 CCs. They nerfed Unshakable Mountain. The numbers on it, 12. I think I thought I said that the first stream. Maybe you weren't here. Also, what's up? How are you? Yeah, it was 800 and they brought it down to 5 because it shares in an AoE now. Hummingbird! You got in! Hype! Like 520 something instead of 820 something. It's actually a huge nerf. But it shares to 4 other people. Yeah, there used to be like some insane sigils. Tried to do the Scourge thing. Well, I hear Pure Glass is very good. And Hale's telling me that Pure Glass Power Bladesworn messes people up in Zerg, so I'm here for it. I think that's kind of sick. Collab with Sailor Moon? I'll get on it. I'll get her on the horn. We're gonna fucking die, by the way. I'm looking for a fucking way out of here. That is something that I was noticing today, is they fixed a Bladesworn bug already. I know, it's incredible. But ever since, whenever I use Dragon Trigger 2, if I use a movement skill right after it, it sometimes shoots me backward. No, accuracy 7%. I don't know. It was something. I just don't know how Unshakable Mountain scales with healing power, so maybe you can run like, I don't know, Mega Nomads and just be Infinite Barrier Tank Man. I need to get Ian's bot that auto shouts out people because I have so many people who I feel like just stream this game constantly and do cool shit. I would love to shout people out. Accuracy's a good sigil. What's 21 times 7, chat? Like 100 something? It's 100 stats, like 120 stats on a sigil. Purity's also a good option, but Generosity's better than Purity. Purity cleanses 1 condition on a 4-second cooldown. Unless you really need like kind of cleanse, Generosity transfers 1 condition on a 6-second cooldown and doesn't require you to be flanking, it just requires you to crit. Yeah, I would probably run Vision over Accuracy. Vision's not a bad idea because I still have a bunch of crit chance or crit damage. 147. Chat's got the numbers. It would be 12 that said that. Yeah, my guy. Fucking Kale bringing up the rear. Our math goats in chat. I love it. This is why I wanted to start streaming chat. It wasn't like, you know, money's not a bad thing because then I can run more giveaways and shit, but it's like, I love all the like weird niche buildcrafter math things that like I would never know or you would never know, and I wanted to create a place that people could hang out and chat about that shit because it is just so weird. I'm so fucking dead. I'm not fucking dead? Okay, we're not fucking dead. This entire Zerg has moved on. Ice needs to be flanking. Hydromancy is the better version of Ice for Bladesworn, at least. Hydromancy is a strong contender because Hydromancy does a power hit, and that power hit can also do crit damage. And doing an AoE chill when you pop into Dragon Trigger from, what's it called? Just Sword Pistol is very, very spicy. Ouch. Being thieved. What's your favorite D&D class, chat? Why is it Druid? Rage works. Rage works. Celerity's the better version of Rage. Are you just looking at all the sigils now? Is your mind expanded to sigils? Excuse me? One thing found fun is chasing streamers with a loot play. He's a pirate. Oh, you mean like an in-game loot? I would love that, but I don't play with game sound. I appreciate it. Thank you. You don't have to help with it, Bar. I appreciate it, though. Only if you want to. Hello, Bingley. How are you? Were you the thief? I expected to fight at least 3 streamers statistically so far, so... Or stream buddies. I just love having supplemental damage now. It's so good. I think he's dead. He's gotta be dead. Delicious stacks. Pull out the piano. It's like the reverse Mog, where you like compliment the streamer. I really wish you could use like... Actually, can you use the piano in World vs. World? Because it's an instrument, right? It's an instrument, not a chair. Hold on. No, it's a chair. Fuck! Why does ANET hate fun? God damn it! That wasn't AI. No, I can't say much about what that was. But it should have gotten fixed. Yeah. That wasn't AI, I don't think. Actually, I have no idea really what it was, but that was a known issue. Let me say that much. I told you! Nirvash, 12's telling me pure power Bladesworn's a real zerging thing. Yeah, it was a known issue. Do I have equipped skills? What do you mean? I have skills in my bar. I'm confused. What? I mean equipped skills. Of course I have equipped skills. I'm so confused, chat. Help. I'm sorry I don't understand you. Frenzy. Oh, to cool him down for kills? Yeah, but I use it for dueling. Frenzy's a zerging thing. Equip my skills. I'm trying. I think there's definitely some interesting cooks with Bladesworn stuff. Weapon would a Zerg Bladesworn even use? Probably staff, right? Like make all your allies shit unblockable? The funny thing with Frenzy is for the first 8 seconds that it was in the game, it gave alacrity. And they decided within a week that was a terrible fucking idea. It was so strong. Did they extend the WvW Castora map? I don't know. Maybe they're planning a pool party. Is that a clone of a Tempest? How the fuck did that happen? Yeah, staff mace shield. Why even an offset? Why not staff? Like... This is my favorite build so far. Definitely. The Relic of the First Revenant one. Mostly because it's weird. Knew it. Staff Heelsworn may soon be a thing, yes. Yeah, this is the build that feels the most natural. For the record, I think this is the third one down. The, like, dueling anti-Condi one in the list. God, I'm really glad I did, like, crunch and not crash out and put in some work on some builds. How is that a thing without the F1? The F1's the weakest part of staff. Also heal, like, I don't know, fucking... Maybe? I'm just going on based on what you guys say and what my brain says. I think it just does healing, right, with the support trait? Because, like, the new support sworn trait is kind of cracked. It gives the 3 the days back, which is insane to me. I don't really understand how or why they did that, in considering the 3 is already by default unblockable, but we're here now. Gotta be for something. This guy is like 1vXing all over the place. Give him some help, chat. Man is a god. Went banner shout sworn? Yeah, I think there were at least 2 banners on that. Give it to you. Is momentum is stacking toughness? The stacking toughness sigil's bad because it's less stacking than all of the other sigils in the game. If you're gonna go momentum, I think it is, you go stars instead. Dagger mace. In PvP. Yeah, momentum's, it's under, like, it gives less overall stats, like, the concentration one. I mean, stars gives more stats than all of them, which is cheating because it's silly, but, momentum is... Oh, check it out, chat! Check out that VOA logo. Momentum's the weakest of all of them, because back in the day... Well, back in the day, toughness was, like, considered a super OP stat, because they knew how powerful, like, being a healer and a tank was. That's why all the prior, like, healer gear, in quotes, is, like... It doesn't... Nomads was a very late addition. It was added with the dry top, brain says, where you couldn't get healing, vitality, and toughness. You had to pick one. And I don't think there's a vitality stacking sigil. Like that, you asked me the other day why Minstrels is OP and a problem, and that's kind of why, because Minstrels is the extension of Nomads, and Nomads is a problem. Like, Minstrels has the debatably 4 most OP stats on it. Healing, power, toughness, vitality, and concentration. Ferret, that's 3, 2, 1, 0. Launch the Ferret rocket. Dagger Mace. Interesting. Dagger 3 to daze them, followed Mace 5. Knockdown into DT. Mace has a lot of sauce on it. Kiba really likes offhand dagger now. Know a lot of people not in that boat. If you're genuinely learning a lot, I'm happy. I'm happy to do something with my useless-ass build knowledge, man. I wanted the old stun back on Dragon Trigger, so this was their compromise. That's what I feel like. I feel like this is them testing the waters for that. But also, I'm in ME.EXE's guild because they do nothing but raids and are really, 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 really good at them. And also, ME's cool. And they were saying with, like, what is it? Paralyzation sigils, which extend the duration of stuns and dazes, and mesmer runes. And if you take Unyielding Dragon, like the one that does does stun in PvP, or fuck you, brain, PvE, you can get like 1300 break bar damage with the Dragon Trigger 3 now, on the support version. So like support Bladesworn, it's weird again that it's all the power seems to be on the 3, like the Dragon Trigger 3 for this patch. It seems like you'll never use either of the other 2 ones, but like support Bladesworn just destroys break bars right now. You're always surprised when people learn stuff from you despite being more or less the main source of information. The other thing is I really don't want to gatekeep my builds. Like, I was being a little annoyed at Kunivs the other day when he was asking me for my build when I hadn't even streamed or like perfected anything, but like it's just, you know, I can't gatekeep my boy, you know, and I thought about being, you know, there was that one frame link where I was like, hey, give me $20 for all my fucking, you know, 5 years of build crafting, but like that's so antithetical to who I am, and what am I gonna do with like, you know, $20? Who cares? So builds are free. They'll be in the description forever, unless one of them's gonna, like, I don't know, bring down the Spanish government or something. So anti-gatekeeping, it's ridiculous. Hell yeah, dude. Those fights were awesome. This EBG nonsense that we're doing is great. How is Blood Bank on Reaper now that they sort of tweaked the interaction? Is it still, like, really, really, really good? I assume because Reaper's really, really, really good. Nah, their islands are too nice, nah. If you guys ever get a chance to visit either Ibiza, Majorca, or Menorca, go, because they're fucking incredible. You just do math to the point where no one can understand your farming posts. I've linked that mirror farm to so many people, 12. So I very much appreciate it. Know that the people who are not giving you grief for it. This guy has tablet gaming. Check this shit out. People that are not giving you grief for it are very appreciative. It's how PvP does. Yeah, I kind of get that. I just think it's like, it's a video game. Who the fuck cares? Like, if I was a professional League of Legends player, yeah, maybe I gatekeep my build before a tournament, right? But like, then there's shit on the line. Then it's other people's effort. But I just want people to play my class, man, and enjoy it. Was that a light field? Is the fucking tablet a light field now? Worried about an economy crash? I think 4 wins is gonna be goated this year. I think they're actually gonna put some, I don't know, this is maybe me on the positivity like hype train, but I would guess maybe they put some new drops in and they nuke the what's it called, ecto exchange rate back down to 1 instead of, like, what was it, 10 last time. Yeah, you're the one that played League. Poor guy. My heart goes out to you. When did I quit League of Legends? I'm trying to think what the last champion they introduced was. I feel like Jarvan, the Prince guy, was like recent-ish. I don't know. There's 9 million champions in that game. Oh, I know you were good at it. And I'm sorry you were good at it. But it's an experience, right? I think that's a light field now. I think the fucking tablet's a light field. Alright, let's go see if we can find some roaming fights. I want to see what Hummingbird's up to over here. This guy, the Strife Zero man, pretending not to be in my guild. How do people deal with being spawn camped in World vs. World? They're trying to introduce better mechanics so that you're not just spawn camped 24/7 by mag. It gives you 500 stat points to every stat now when you don't have your, like your whatever the thingy is, this thing, the garrison. Like, if you don't own this and you're at this spawn point, you'll get plus 500 stat points like everybody on your team will. But it honestly, it needs to be more. It needs to be like 8 or 1,000. High Noon skin would have been your jam. I think that was out. I was trying to get the PAX Twisted Fate one, but it was like $100 on eBay back in the day, and I'm sure it's way more than that now. But apparently mag isn't mag anymore. ETA on the new map, it's with the next release, right? So 45 days. Always checking the Wizard's Vault. And thanks to you, I'm now claiming my rewards, which I've looked up in the top of my screen and said, oh, there's something shiny up there. I should click that about 6 times so far this stream, and I never did it. So thank you for that. Yeah, fighting mag isn't very fun, and being spawn camped isn't very fun, but I usually just go around and roam. Like, who cares? There's also, I'm close enough to the spawn I can show you this. Do you mean the new World vs. World map? Not a fucking clue. I would guess before the new ore map, sometime in the next year. All spawn points have these sideways you can leave as well. There's actually a couple PvP things like this where you can go around, like to the side. So you don't have to go out your main spawn. You can like kind of go around and down to this camp. No one ever uses them. Going W key is very strong. Mag, ew. It's okay, Daikuru. Mag had a messy breakup, and I've heard they're no longer Mag, but still sort of Mag. We need some... I feel like we need to take some fashion. Some time to do some fashion, because I'm just rocking her regular nonsense. And I like the regular nonsense, don't get me wrong. Go to this one. Man, I love character design so much. One day when you guys make me Twitch billionaire, I'm gonna quit my job and just draw manga. I'll never stream again. That'll be my goal. Just design characters. Like the Kubo, the guy that writes Bleach. He's admitted that when he gets stuck writing the manga, he just makes more characters. It's really funny. He's so good at it, though. Like, his character design is S tier. I really hope it'll be Pirate Town, too. I have my doubts. Honest to God, though, chat, even with that huge list of stuff that we could do for the World vs. World map, which we'll revisit at some point, I genuinely am really tempted to write just like, why don't you just put Edge of the Mist back in the game? You know what I mean? Like, instead of a new World vs. World map, I kind of just want Edge of the Mists. Like, it's such a good map. Because I feel like a lot of the things, at least like small group to roamers, are going to suggest, like no mounts, meaningful objectives, interesting NPCs to fight, are just already there, you know? It's just like already in the game. Why do the extra work? Can we just get Edge of the Mist and a new map? Please? I think that'd be sick. Did this? Okay, so... Might have to help me out, chat. Somebody come here and itch my face. That's what I need help with. So it applied... When I applied this wardrobe set, right, to... It also applied my travel set. From 2. How do I not do that? Right? Like, I don't... I've encountered... Like, I like the idea of the new wardrobe system, but I feel like it's really buggy. Like, it could just be me. Because also, there seems to be this bug where if you try to change, what's it called? Like, you're in your wardrobe panel, but you try to change equipment templates, it like won't change correctly, and you need to actually exit out and go to the equipment panel to apply it to like the specific set of armor. It's again, coding in this game must be a nightmare, so I don't know. Oh yeah, low tide and high tide would be so cool on a map. Like, I know the workaround. The workaround is to apply your wardrobe template first, and then apply your travel template, but it's just, you shouldn't have to do that. And again, I do give them a huge amount of credit for building the old system back into the game when they really didn't have to do that. They could have just said, suck it. Yeah, it's more than spaghetti goat. I feel like the spaghetti's melted, and it's just like one big, like, stick a fork in and just pull up a massive gelatin code. It's something for sure. Do I not have Stella? I do. Can you burn to death already? Thank you. Yeah, it's really weird. At least we can share fashion templates now, which is huge. What is this guy? Parrot! What are we up to? Parrot counts pretty good tonight. It's like 4 or 5. We'll say 5. We'll be optimistic. We're feeling optimistic tonight. Yeah, congealed wheat code. God, the fact that it's red, chat. I'm such a child. Like, what's my favorite part about this patch? The fact that I have a fucking red sword. Not even kidding, dude. No, because it fucked my fashion when I applied the travel template. God damn it, ArenaNet. How do I change this? How do I do fashion template, whatever this is, 2, apply, and then travel template 1? Do I just select it? If I go Warclaw, is it... No, it's the white cat. God damn it. Are they just locked to each other? Is there a way to unlock this? I think they're locked to each other. This is fucking stupid. ArenaNet, you need to change this. These need to be separate. That's quite terrible. And then if I change to it here, it's like, oh no, these are the colors you have on your Warclaw. But it's like, no, those aren't the colors I have on my Warclaw. It's a blatant fucking lie. Oh, whatever. They change Rama's sword. I don't know. Maybe. Here's the unblockable, untelegraphed knockdown. My favorite thing in the game. Very ominous music. I should have known I was going to get ambushed by the music. Why am I targeted on the wall, Science? I'm gonna get killed by this tiny little guard here. How many people is that? Oh my god. They wanted my butt. It's funny. It's like, dun, dun, dun. You're gonna die. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, let's sort this shit out. Good. God damn it. Apply. Keep. I want a casa. Apply. ArenaNet, this is stupid. Copy travel template. Paste into... Why can't I paste this here? This is dumb. This is dumb, dude. Oh, enjoy the Ren Fair. That's incredible, 12. Okay, we'll suffer. I guess travel templates and wardrobe templates are eternally cursed to be together. So we'll just put this over here. And I'll just, like, save this, move this here, because God hates me, or something. Wait, did it not change? What the fuck? Put this here. There's no way this hasn't been not reported, right? Like, this is silly. Okay. We don't have the right fucking fashion. I hate everything. Apply. I'm gonna lose it. There's no way that hasn't not been reported. It has to have been reported. Like, by 400 different people. Like, are they supposed to be separate? I'm so confused. I thought they were supposed to be separate. Are they supposed to be just bound to each other? Then why is it a whole separate ass tab? That's so weird. Whatever. All you need is a fucking option that says unbind fashion and travel. Favral? Whatever. We're here now. I'm done. No wonder people find the new system confusing. I thought they fixed all that shit. That's before I ventured into the eminent domain that was the fucking, what is it called in JJK? Domain expansion that was fucking the travel template. All right. Double check everything. Think we'll be good. That scared the shit out of me. I think we're good. I'm trying to think of the way that they wanted it to work, and my brain just can't parse that. I think they want them to be separate. Whatever. You're getting angry at losing all the time and telling you to be better? Just play something you're enjoying. And losing doesn't matter. I lost for 4 years and 11 months on Bladesworn, and I enjoyed it. Also, you're not using sharpening stones, so you're throwing. Here, have 4. I don't have a lot. I'll buy more. Don't get angry. Get good. No, I'm kidding. Get angry, get glad. We need more of these things. These things spike on World vs. World Night. Jesus. Losing is just winning in disguise because you learn from it. You're also playing something you're new to. Like, Barry didn't become a chrono god overnight. Are we building a catapult? Are we catapulting this door? I'm so confused. You am a chrono main? Well, then you have no excuse. I don't know. Secret goal for World vs. World is have fun. Oh, hello. There's stuff happening up here. I think that's paper roll. That is definitely paper roll. There is no shot that's not paper roll. It's his transmog and shortbow, what's it called? Staff. He's also, like, destroying these people. Oh, I have a buddy. I'm sorry. I did not see. Good use of that new dagger skill. Out of range. Out of range. On his mount. Oh, my controller's about to fucking disconnect. I can feel it. There you go. God, I love this shit so much. They have all the Rangers, be careful. No! They went for you! I don't think I can res this. I don't think I can res this. Nope. Nope. That's a big, big nope. See, it does this thing where it flips you around now. I don't like that. Yeah, I think this druid is paper roll. I could be wrong. I should check what Borderland he's in, but I don't want to dox him. Condi Chrono really good in PvE. Big Condi damage buffs in the patch. That's sick. It's weird that people thought the Mirage was really going to be the thing. I'm glad Chrono got some sauce too. It could be Muck in disguise. I would love it if Muck was stream sniping me for once. The dude deserves it. Poor guy gets stream sniped all the freaking time. I need to change the color of the balls, chat. Trying to think what colored balls would really work. Yeah, that's when you just get better than the stream snipers. It's like when we have to fight QQ, it's like I know what they're gonna do, it's just a pain in the butt. It just teaches you how to fight 16 thieves at once. Skin color or blue? Skin color kinda is spacey. Yeah, I'm not hating the blue on red. Because what are reds? Like the three colors on her are yellow, blue, and red, so I'm not hating it. I might change it to yellow. Are Dagger Fist or Deadeye's a menace in PvP? Yeah, but all QQ does is force you to get good at fighting 18 thieves at once. Chrono is the winner, not Mirage. I think it just like PvE. I know 12 had a lot of concerns about PvE Mirage getting kind of nerfed. I don't know if it ended up actually being that way. I've yet to talk to my raid friends, which I do want to get back into now that I have 3 different viable raid builds, really. 11k backstabs. Yeah, that's kind of what I figured. Yeah, that's kind of what I figured. I mean, they knew it was going to be a problem, right? They said it on stream. All right, Hummingbird. We're going to meet up with our tag, or are we going to go roam elsewhere? Still a lot with your Condi DPS that you can't anymore. Interesting. Yeah, Weaver seems incredible. Apparently it's less tanky, though. Which doesn't really surprise me, considering that all of its stances were super OP and defensive. And that they really brought those down. Again, this patch really felt more like a balance patch, like a real balance patch, than it did a buff patch. And I think that people were really coped on it being like a super Omega Arena Net doesn't know what they're doing buff patch. And it was not that. I'm gonna reset my... This is what I've been trying to fucking deal with. I'll reset this real quick. Hydrate, chat. Don't die. Take my green and blue water bottle. You know what this means, chat? This means I need to do dishes. Hummingbird, you can feel what you're feeling. I get frustrated too. You're fine. They didn't nerf Wildfire. Were they going to? Oh yeah, it was incredible. I've seen a non-zero number of people try out Bladesworn. And I mean, I've had, I don't want to brag, chat, but I've had about 10 people message me and be like, how is it? And it's kind of cute to be like, you know, not the only person that plays the class, obviously, but like have people at least ask you questions about it and be like, yo, is this good or not? I can't tell. And it's kind of fun. And give your 2 cents on it. Because basically I started a channel centered around the idea of me just explaining builds to people whether they liked it or not, which is not the healthiest brain pattern. And I at least wait to be asked sometimes. Yeah, it was you and 9 alt accounts. Also, give Jancis his account back. He's Hummingbird on 9 alts. And also 3 of my friends who I know have played the game forever. Leave the bottle till it disappears in the green screen. I'm surprised that didn't, actually. I have my preview off because it helps with the frame rate. You know what is funny, though, chat? I'm gonna, like, she's not covered infusions like 8 Chalk Egg Sacks or whatever, but, like, I'm gonna have to stat change all my infusions. And it sucks just a little bit that, like, you can't stat change the Akasa, or... I like this. You can't change the Akasa infusion stats on it. It's always power. The power's good. How's Bladesworn? It's much less rough than it was. I really like this patch. I think that Bladesworn was much better than people think it was before the patch, although obviously not meta, and Condi opens a lot of options up for it. Again, this is day 2 of pseudo theory crafts this bullshit for the next 80 years. All this Bladesworn work? I would if that Washed Luminary ever installed the game or logged into the game. Too bad he doesn't. And he still owes me 491 gold. But tragically paying me back is actually impossible. If only there was a way. Sadly, there isn't. I've had so much fun, like, playing with stats and shit the past few days. I do think it's really weird, though, that there's still, like, no reason to really charge Dragon Trigger. Oh, that's precise? Yeah. It is weirdly precise. Is the Washed Luminary in the room with us, chat? We may never know. Also, this is one of those shirts I was talking about. I don't know if you can see it. It kind of lights up. Let me turn my preview on so I can see if this is showing up. Yeah, you can kind of see it's, like, more vibrant. This has, like, reflective LED ink in it. Not like the shirt itself lights up, but it reflects LED light. So I was thinking about, like, you know how, like, Engel has, like, shit on her stream that... Go follow Engel, chat, if you're not. But she has stuff on her stream where you can interact with the stream and stuff. I was thinking of having, like, I don't know, a donation message or a resub message, and then you could, like, turn on an LED light and it would, like, light up the shirts, because I have more of these now. Almost have Strife Unending done? That's awesome. You're gonna beat the Washed Luminary for finishing Strife Unending. That's crazy. What was the locked in for now? Obviously, there's 4 builds in the description jar. I've been talking about them. Those are my sort of optimized, my preliminarily optimized versions of everything I've been theory crafting this week. There's basically one that's just the power version that I was running, but with Condi. There's one that is, which is like the end point of my power version. And I kind of still think the power version's better, but whatever. There's one that does like really good Condi whenever you CC something. So you basically do bleeding and burning, right? Like that's what the Condi traits on Bladesworn add. And then your cover Condis are from Body Blow and Relic of the Demon Queen. So whenever you CC something, you add like 6 stacks of Vuln, Weakness, and Poison. There's that. There's the one that I'm running now that I'm having a lot of fun with that's like more mobile. and more duelist oriented, and also has more resistance to other like Condi that's running around out there because it runs Relic of the First Revenant. And then there's one that kind of damage maxes and hovers around 25 might all the time, but doesn't really do anything else. Should you get 2 expansion? I'd wait for the sale. Their sales are always around 30%, and this game goes on sale like every 3 months. And also the core version of this game is really good. But it really depends. Like if there's something you super duper want to play, like Bladesworn, or if there's a story you want to play or a mount or something, you know, it's the price of a movie ticket. Is it worth it to you? Are you going to get that much time out of it? I would wait. If you want to buy something, you can use the link in the description. That helps support the channel at no extra cost to you. And I hate shilling that, but we're here now, and I am somehow an A-net partner, so I feel like I should take advantage of it. Run a Havoc Squad in World vs. World. If you run a Havoc Squad, I would go the support version. The new support trait is probably the best version they introduced, Jar, but I haven't really gotten to theorycraft it very much. The bottom minor, because all your minor traits on Bladesworn now customize your gunsaber skills, and the bottom minor turns it into first aid sworn. And it is unironically very, very juiced. And the 3 dazes and is unblockable. Mirage. A Mirage out there. Dude, I lost my shit when I realized that it was red. He sent me the money, chat. Holy shit, you just have to bitch a little. You should check out the Dragon Hunter changes. Washed Luminary, man. I think you'd like them. They kind of bring back the playstyle that you liked with Dragon Hunter, but without the stealth. Damn, you guys destroyed this, man. You want to like the new Thief skill? What new Thief skill is that? You're talking about the teleport on Deadeye? Also, what's up, Scritical? How are you? Yeah, I think when I made something for Navash real quick with the support version. It was like all minstrels with Mesmer runes, Relic of Watch, throw on Electric Fence, and you're gonna be cooking. Yeah, what are we talking about? Thief stuff. Also, I feel bad. Or new Necro, man. A new dual skill. Right. That's pistol... dagger? It's the, like... spin thing, right? I know they talked about it. It's got a whole new animation or something. Yeah. Sword pistol, okay. What was sword pistol before? Pistol whip. Okay, yeah. Sorry, it's been like a month and a half of like this balance patch has been going to happen, and then it also got pushed, which like really threw off my brain. God, not getting this balance patch on Tuesday has really fucked up what day of the week it is for me. God, these earbuds sound so good. God damn it, kunaives. Hello, Goliath. All the OGs. Hello. Honestly, nice to see you guys. I think my monkey sphere is expanding when I recognize people in my chat. Melee with projectiles as well. I Hope they don't add that to too much of Thief's shit, because Bladesworn has suffered from that curse for a very long time. Also, they seem to have fixed the thing where she gets like 2 gun sabers that was happening a lot on release. So genuinely maybe taking feedback on this nonsense, maybe genuinely. That is the jankiest animation. Oh, is it like a weird jump, like technically a movement skill, so it's unaffected by quickness? Yeah, I don't know. Like, I've talked about this before, where none of the dragon slashes are also affected by slower quickness, which isn't the worst thing in the world, but it's just like very weird. I mean, no joke, it probably will. The monkey sphere is a real thing, chat. Your monkey sphere is the number of people, like, if you wrote out all of the names of people you knew, and not like personally, just like human concepts you had in your head, you know, like Britney Spears, unless, you know, you're buds and you go to the pub, you know, regularly. If you just wrote all those names on a piece of paper, it's the number of people that you can recognize as individual people at any given time. And it's around 500 for everybody. Some people have a little more, some people have a little less, but it's around 500. It's a weird adaptation thing we developed. Yeah, they backloaded all the damage for Rend as well, this thing. But at least the immobilize is initial. We have a few people. I need to get out of this druid. So dead. I have nothing. I've got to commit to this. Ah, fuck. We got so close. That was great. Oh, that was so good. Good job, Hummingbird. You wrecked them. I wish I hadn't been, like, super far away at the end of that. That's why the guild size limit is 500? Actually might be, Kale. Actually, genuinely might be. Also, my hair is getting so long, chat, that when I move in the chair, it, like, pulls it. And somebody to come here and cut it in my sleep. Yeah, maybe... What's the range on the flawless execution thing? Maybe it's meant as, like, after your burst. And they start running away. Let's go to this green camp. We haven't visited the bottom of the map yet. Also, we had a queue on this map for, like, 2 seconds, and I think everybody went to bed. I did start streaming pretty late, though. Yeah, I just gotta sacrifice more goats made of Bitcoin to the haircut fairy, that's true. Amalgam. She has my hairstyle! That can't stand. This guy's in combat forever. That man is dodge jumping. 600? That's pretty good. I was guessing it was going to be like 450 or something. Yeah, I think it's a follow-up skill, for sure. Although I haven't seen the animation, so... That person's name is Buff Mirage. I think I've seen them in the in Armistice Bastion. I've seen Buff Revenant, Buff Mirage. I think I've seen Fix Warrior. I might have Fix Warrior. No, I don't. I have Unfinished Gale Shot. I thought that was pretty funny. Yeah, maybe they'll fix it. Both of you are saying it's slow and you're both Thief players, and sure it's slow. There was, what's it called? You used to be able to, like if you started casting the dual-wielding pistol skill, like unload, and then did the dagger whirl, you could do the coolest animation in the, because you would do the dagger animation, but you would, like, spin out shooting all, like, everything around you. It was so cool. Steph get Deadeye kind of nutty. I kind of figured when somebody came in here and said it's critting for 11k in PvP. That seemed a little good. Yeah, I think ArenaNet kind of cooked with this patch, guys. Like, for real. Also, thank you, MMO Nomad, for the follow. Sorry I missed that call out. It was forever ago. Yeah, also, to what you said, Hummingbird, you know what you said you wanted the Condi... you jinxed us, god damn it. You said Condi classes should lose a lot of their mobility. Well, speaking of which, in the patch preview, they said they were going to add swiftness to at least the support version of Bladesworn, but none of the minors, and none of them honestly should have swiftness. So Warrior now has this awkward thing again where you need to build discipline or get your movement speed from something else, which honestly is really good, because I was saying that I wanted the sustain on Bladesworn nerfed if they were giving it damage, and they didn't really give it damage because they took a lot of the power off the dragon trigger, but they did remove movement speed, which is less of a nerf than removing like all the sustain. So I'm okay with that. Now we're dead. Yep. Oh, that was so fun till the Zerg came and the Fire Nation attacked. Is the sword rework good for Warrior? The Snowcrows guy hates the animation, which I guess is fair if it's easy to interrupt, but like, and I think the animation is goofy, but I like it. I like the skill, I guess. I wish the animation was cooler and easier to see or deal with, because like this is a little silly, but like, because it does a slash, it basically does the auto attack and then a stab. Is there a reason I don't autocast Sword 1? I find that, yeah, it just isn't easy enough for me to interrupt, I guess. And sometimes you're fighting things like warriors with Defiant Stance or heralds that you don't want to heal. And while I could stow cancel, it's easier for me to just like auto attack. Like press my, what is this? X button on my controller. Yeah, Deadeye just insta-kills people, Jar. I think we were talking about it before the patch. Like, Deadeye lost its stealth on rifle and gained a bitch load of damage. Is the Deadeye Steel, like the melee version of the Deadeye Steel 1500 range, chat? Yeah, I was gonna look at Spear Weaver. I was really excited about that. Yeah, but you can... Gunsaber is a real weapon in the sense that you can toggle it between... Like, if I turn on the auto attack for the sword, it won't turn it on for the Gunsaber and vice versa. That was a bug that was, like, in the game in the first week, I think, and they did fix that. It's still 1500 range. Yeah, welcome to hell. Deadeye's got... Like, everybody was complaining about the rifle thing. Like, Deadeye's got such a fucking huge buff. Especially considering their steel goes, like, steals Aegis and stability. You're just fucked if you see one. Like, Deadeyes are gonna be the new fucking Daredevil in World vs. World, I swear to God, as soon as people figure this shit out in 3 weeks. Like, it does so much goddamn damage. You still need line of sight. Yeah, still. Oh no, they only have 6 other things that'll teleport through a wall. This tower's full of MILFs, chat. It's a guild tag. Guy's just stalling, and I'm stuck in rifle, so it's a really bad fight for us. Yeah, he's just gonna tower gaming it. I need you to pull back, because I'm stuck in rifle. I know there's a delay, I'm sorry. Here, you go that way, I'll go this way. Can't jump elevations. Oh my god, it's a real teleport. Antiquary's super fun. If they had reskinned Antiquary so all of the shit looked like Gambit and it was all different cards that you pulled out, everybody would be playing it. Bro, you're talking Scritical's language if you're running Rifle Ratmancer. Not even joking. It's the original. The one and only. Rifle got an enormous buff too, just like static rifle this patch, if I recall. I need to talk to Soup about it, because there was something in the patch notes where like you could, some of their stuff got reduced or something, so you might be able to do the ping pong between Shadow Fields thing again, like some of the initiative costs. But that might have only been PvE, I'm not sure. I can't remember. I know we went over it and it was like 2 days ago, but I've had a fucking busy week, dude. You am using Scrits build still? Yeah, I don't know. Everybody went to sleep. Maybe we can take their spawn. This, like, feels very possible, no? I have 18 supply, tragically. Oh dear, I should put some... Okay, we're fucked. It's fine. Do have this camp. No, but this is... I don't know if I'll stay cooking on Bladesworn, but like, I'll keep doing it if it's fun. And I hope to discover more fun things I can do with it. I'm a little disappointed that like my grieving build setup didn't do as well as I thought it was going to do. But the burning and the bleeding just seemed to, I don't know, do negligible damage if you don't have duration. Oh, did they just add stealth to the rifle? That's crazy. Maybe we need somebody to stay and guard the catapults. I'm coming. Oh, dude, you destroyed this man. Never mind. You don't need my help. Jesus. Also, in case you're wondering, underwater chat, they still use the old dragon trigger too. And also, Flicker Step still has 3 charges. He logged out. That's funny. Dear everybody who logs out, I know I say this every stream, it still gives us points and experience and loot. It just gets you to your respawn slower. Dude, I was gonna get sushi the other day. Fish is so fucking good for you, and I need to eat more of it. It's just gotten hideously expensive if you're not in a coastal town. But good for you, dude. Remember, soy sauce is about 6,000% of your daily salt intake. So if you want to balance it out, add some sea salt to it, because that'll have potassium. Just a little bit, not a lot. This is not medical advice. Girl, mail me some. What the fuck was that? Dear everybody who thinks energy sigils are fair, This right here. Hell yeah, Ambrosia. I'm trying to eat healthier too. I've done a lot more meal prep. I just got a bunch of oats that I've been grinding up into my protein shakes for clean carbs. Cat is dead. Well, it was fun. It just wasn't the kind of fun I was hoping for. Yeah. I haven't had fish since the OD chapter 2. I like that statement. I was like Kroof's fucking, what was it? Like, Blue Sky post or tweet or whatever we're calling them these days. Like, he's like, you're telling me there's a new diarrhea parasite and Guild Wars 1 just released on mobile? So I can be cozy and entertained while I empty myself? It's so fucking funny. I was like, that, yeah, that's why that man got partnered. He's fucking funny as shit. God damn it. You're going to die. Nope. Dear ArenaNet, why can they still use distortion while CC'd? Oh, it's 2 Mirages. I thought there was only 1. Very confused. Maybe he was the illusion all along. God, I love the fucking... The passive ticking damage is so huge for this class, chat. Like, you have no idea the small little incremental changes they made to Warrior this patch that seem like they're just useless and bullshit, that everybody's like, these are useless and bullshit. They're not. Like, they're so good. They're so fucking good. For example, like, having the immobilize on Sword 3 there so I could, like, stop him from dodging endlessly, so useful. I cannot save you. You were too deep. I am sorry. The fact that the fucking, what is it? Dragon Trigger 2 no longer has the world's most hideous aftercast nor flips you around. That was fun, though. Did that Dragon Trigger just curve? You can aim it now. It's like the best thing ever. Yeah, it was a good fight. Gotta find you an Immortal True build. One of these roaming things. Maybe I can hit Barry up. Gotta figure out what I keep getting hit with that does infinite damage and still lives forever on Troubadour. Oh, fix your posture, chat. Hummingbird always goes, like, fucking all the way in and then a little bit more in, chat. What is the new most jank one? Bladesworn's still the most jank. Because they didn't fix any of the bugs, Kale. They just, like, they fixed a lot of the system stuff. Like, what is going on here? Are we having a party? So confused. Ignore me. The chair's falling apart. They fixed a lot of the system stuff, and like all of the trait interactions that were bugged are still bugged. So I don't know. Wow. Fight was over in the blink of an eye. Like, heightened focus still doesn't refresh Dragon Trigger. Berserker's powers still doesn't trigger on the, like, apply its damage to the first Dragon Trigger. The one in arms that you would think you would run with Condi Bladesworn, like, who is this? Oh, thank you. Doesn't... What? Oh. Oh, thank you. The one in arms, like the Grandmaster, doesn't do the add the ferocity to the damage. Like, it's still the most jank for sure. The fucking... The goddamn UI is still, like, this is still bugged, right? Like, fix this. But all the things they did to it were really good. Like, the fact that I can move now. The fact that the animation, well, was fixed. Apparently it's not fixed on Norns. This could use some help. This could probably use some help. If you're getting siege equipment thrown onto you, it's a compliment. It means you're good enough to annoy somebody. I mean, every version of Bladesworn would be better if they fixed heightened focus. The problem with heightened focus is Cal is terrified of it. They're either aware of the bug and they don't want to fix it because Cal is terrified of it because Daring Dragon was once in the game and he doesn't like the trait, or they're not aware of the bug and don't care. Fury Signet still canceled DT. Fury Signet has a cast time. So, probably. This has a cast animation. This isn't instant, even though it says it's instant. So, how, I swear this had a cast time added to it, and then, like, a patch or two ago, it got removed or something. This says it should be instacast, but the cast time is, like, less than a fourth or something, even though the animation is this. Like, you can cancel the animation early. So anything with less than a fourth of... The way I understand their tooltips, how they work, is anything with less than whatever it is will round down, so that's why it shows up as 0. I find it really annoying, too, because for a really long time, the Endurance Signet said it didn't have a cast time and did. And now it's instacast, but not a stun break sort of deal. So yeah, it still does. I would really love it if all of Bladesworn's utilities could work with Dragon Trigger, but they don't and can't, and here we are. Right? As in my original video, your shit should work with your class mechanic. But baby steps, and everything they did is progress. Well, not everything they did. I say as I insta-cancel a Dragon Trigger 1. But we'll get there. Maybe. Or I'll adapt, one of the two. I gotta unlearn or relearn so much muscle memory, chat. Like, playing on a controller is already huge muscle memory for me, and, like, not insta-casting Dragon Trigger and re-aiming Dragon Trigger 2 in a new way. Like, if I guess you can't see it because it hides my cursor, but I might start playing with the, like, highlight to cursor thing. Thoughts on your old build, but you still run the heal trait and it still does the same damage? I'm confused. What? You mean the heal minor, Bingley? No, they just moved it. So the top one is now the power trait. The old build is completely the same. That was the first thing I tested. So you just take, you take Unseen Sword, and they moved Unseen Sword to the top. You can also just... So there's this really weird thing, and yeah, Hummingbird's a very good vert. There's this really weird thing where Chomp is also a very good person if you need vert advice, or vert advice. Fucking vert advice. If you don't want to trigger Spellbreaker's full counter, you can just not take the top power trait. It's very weird. It's very weird. Hit me, Critical. What's your Guild Wars themed dad joke or dad themed Guild Wars joke? Break Enchantments used to say it didn't have a cast time, but did probably. I think Break Enchantments has an animation. So maybe same shit. Red also, if they show up, yeah. Red was kicking my ass when I was learning a Malcolm on vert. Red is very good. Ina didn't want us beating the dead horse. I don't think the horses are dead. I think the horses are all underground. Break enchantments being instant would be something for sure, but it might be too good for World versus World. Yeah, I don't know. Their tooltips obviously need a lot of work because they have to do them all manually. Also, chat, I didn't... Again, I don't want to be like, you know, I'm the main character of existence, but like I am great at everything I do, and you all should finally get on that, you know, get on board with that. I went on the wiki the other night, and I was looking at like Akasa, the legendary glove thing, or Akayasa, can't pronounce it. Like I said, great at everything, and the page for the wiki, the thing that they used for the preview is Icacia. Okay, there's an in it. We got it there. Hummingbird's great at everything they do. The preview, like, person is my preview from the that I made for the channel. I was like, oh, that's me. Recognize that. That's sick. Oh, he was so close to dead. The immobilize on Sword 3 now is exactly what we needed, by the way, for Warriors. It's so perfect for the sword combo. I cannot tell you. It also means we're probably never getting our F1 skill back on Bladesworn. If they're moving the, what's it called? The immobilize to the 3. But it's so good. I'm here. Like there. Literally just killed this guy. So good. Maybe we'll have horses in Guild Wars 3. I would love for them to put horses in Guild Wars 3 and never fucking explain it. I would love that so much. Break enchantment being instant wouldn't change much. No, creek enchantment being instant wouldn't change much. Yeah. Horses or whatever the fuck the guy was riding. I love the Choyo with the horse mask, man. That mini's funny as fuck. The game theory, for sure. Not actually sure if this does more damage than the power version for killing Tower Lords. We're about to find out. To get... Is Arc allowed in World vs. World? I know what's it called isn't, and I really wanted to use it. Refect. Here, you kill that guy. I'm gonna... Oh, there are many. Oh my god! No, they definitely fixed the pathing on Dragon Trigger 3. Like 1,000 million billion %. There is no shot pre-patch that hits that Tower Lord from where I just hit him. Like you all just saw this curve up and over like a hill. Not a chance that hits a Tower Lord. Pre-patch like that. Damn, dude. We are getting fights. We are getting rolled, but we are getting fights. Harvard and Condi's. Give up yet? Fought Barry for the first time the other day. 1v7 our Zerg. Lost. Yeah, he's frightening. For sure. Stability from. Crazy. Run away in a 2v2. Oh, his friend like bailed. Friend's like in space. I'm sorry, guy. But you still had your buddy. Maybe the Azura will have a Skrit costume day one. Skrit DLC. This Evoker wins against you 1v1. Probably very good. I was fighting in a really good Char one, but I was on like not the ideal dueling build earlier. I don't know, it's weird. I'm really enjoying combat stimulant more now than I have. Before on my power version, I was just kind of like coped up on free stance mode, but this feels quite good. Really do you think cartridges should be instacast? Maybe in PvE. Overcharged cartridges can't be a real skill in PvP for how strong it is right now. It's fucking incredibly powerful. Like you said, I think the other day, it's all of their damage. Or no, it wasn't you, it was 12 or maybe Kale. Like I think it was 12. All of fucking Bladesworn's damage in PvE is overcharged cartridges right now. And it's a lot for sure. You just stand in the Evoker's ult. It's too many people now. Tragic, truly. Might die. Probably gonna die. There we go. There's too many bunnies. Too many bunnies. Relic of the Weaver? Not really. Dragon's Tooth? They don't need to nerf the damage on Dragon's Tooth. They need to nerf the tracking on Dragon's Tooth. Like, it's fine that it tracks you, but it shouldn't track you until it hits you. Like, it should track you. And they did this to another skill. I can't remember what it was. Where it should track you most of the way and then stop. So if you're moving around with swiftness, not without swiftness, but with swiftness, you can walk out of it. Is Relic of the Weaver good for Bladesworn? Not really, because there's better options. Running Mesmer's version of Dragon's Tooth Time Bomb. Yeah, but there's also like, I don't know. Time Bomb's fine. I forget what the skill was where it tracks you most of the way that they added after they changed Dragon's Tooth. And Gale needs a fucking telegraph. Those are my... Welcome to Pseudo's stream. Those are my two... I don't really like complaining about other classes because I know Warrior has some bullshit, but like Gale needs a telegraph and Dragon's Tooth needs to not track you forever. Or it needs a longer cooldown, one of the two. Sorry, answering a question in guild chat. Do, do, do. Be interested to hear from Ellie's what they think about that. I don't know. I just one skill, even if whether it's Dragon Trigger or Dragon's Tooth or Dragon, I don't know, Flash or whatever we're talking about, like it shouldn't not have counterplay, I guess. Was that you? I don't think so. Maybe. If so, good fight. It was totally me. Good fights, dude. We had some like banger fights tonight. Even the one first Evoker I was fighting at the beginning of the stream, it was a char, went for like 20 minutes. That was fun. Pretty soon we're gonna have like the entire population of World vs. World just like chilling, hanging out, talking about builds. It's gonna be great. They added supercharged cartridges. It's 25 Goliath, but the real sauce for cartridges now is every single explosion you do does a stack of burning for 3 seconds. And they kept the numbers the same in World vs. World as well. So if I do like Dragon's Roar, which is 6 hits, it does 6 hits of burning. And since this already does 3 stacks of burning, because it hits 3 times, like what used to be one of the worst skills in the game, Blooming Fire, now has like the best tracking. And here, I'll show you on this poor unsuspecting deer, right? You can do shit like this, where you go boom, 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 like just stack up burning on this poor lad and absolutely obliterate his soul. I think I've gotten to like 42 or something on a golem, but it's so hard to justify putting this into a World vs. World build because you need 2 stun breaks. And if they would stop being fucking cowards and add ammunition to Dragon Spike Mine and just give it a really fucking long cooldown, which I know they won't do, and I know why they won't do it, which is fair, I could have 2 stun breaks. Necro Torch might have been it, because Oppressive Collapse. It used to have a like faster cast thing, but now it has a telegraph. Zerg busting of 20 stacks of burning Bladesworns. I feel like that would do 0 damage. The thing with like, again, why Condi Bladesworn will never be a Zerging thing, right, is because it only does those 2 conditions. Even if conditions like somehow became a thing in Zergs, like one cleanses the burning from all of the Bladesworns. Nah, so the reason they won't give Dragon Spike Mine ammunition is because they already saw how strong ammunition on a stun break was when Shake It Off had ammunition, and when Weave's Twist of Fate had ammunition on Weaver. And Twist of Fate had a cooldown of like 75 seconds and wasn't reloadable. If they give this ammunition, then you go from having maybe 1 stun break on your bar to instantly having 3 on Bladesworn, which is really dangerous in terms of balance. If they had the tech, which I'm starting to think they don't do, to somehow make this an ammunition skill, but 1 ammunition, I think that would be a really good, like, halfway point. Or if they gave a different stun break on warrior ammunition, like Stomp, that you couldn't reload. Your Guardian has multiple stun breaks, but Guardian isn't balanced the same way as Warrior. Warrior's supposed to be a meat wall. Guardian doesn't have literally 4 different stances on it that make it not take damage. Did they fix Bladesworn? They fixed a lot of it. They didn't fix all of it. They seem to have fixed the tracking on Dragon Trigger 3. You can move in Gunsaber now. They added a Condi and support trait. I'm not memeing. I feel like I should put a disclaimer about that. All the changes were really, really good. The only complaint I have right now is that you can insta-cancel Dragon Trigger 1 and 3, and hopefully that'll get fixed. All of the changes they did in this patch, Smooth Pineapple, I'm really in favor of. But I also don't PvE. This patch I genuinely think was very, very, very good. And that's not me just glazing A-net. Like, I'll call them out for their baffling nonsense. I believe I've done that for 5 years now. But this patch really seemed like they put a lot of effort in. If you're interested in what they changed, go back and watch the VOD, the last stream VOD that we did on not Tuesday, Wednesday. God, it's fucking me up. Because they pushed the balance patch to Wednesday because something, like one of their servers exploded or something. And we had a whole pseudo reacts to all the shit they did on Bladesworn's stream. And then I've just been cooking builds. As not a warrior player last week, you learned about Endure Pain. For sure, and they're also, like, nerfing the minor Endure Pains on other classes, right? Like, Ranger just had minor Stone Signet nerfed, which was 5 seconds. Now it's down to 2.5, which is an enormous nerf. Ow. Like, they are just doing all kinds of things. See, I just tried to insta-cast Dragon Trigger 3 there, and it didn't go, and the thief got away because of it. Big Thief Gaming. Or Big Thief Gaming out here. It's extra goofy. Interesting. I mean, you've seen it. I pull out 2 gun sabers half the time when I'm walking around like this, so... It's a work in progress. And I do mean progress this time. I do think that, unironically, pun intended, this was a step in the right direction. I still don't really, like, again, I don't really care that you can walk around casting Dragon Trigger. If anything, I kind of like the old version, but I'm not going to argue with it because it was a positive change for the class and a lot of people liked it. Have we cooked any PvP Bladesworn builds? I've got one that I tried a little bit. A lot of people are trying, like, I saw Kiba trying Rabbit Amulet. I saw... I don't want to call people out, but just friends I've talked to. Jancis was also trying Rabbit Amulet with Arms. I think Arms is bad. I would run almost identically to what I ferret. 6. What I was running with Grieving now. Grieving Amulet, Strength Defense. Same shit in Bladesworn. 2, 3, 3. Defense, 1, 1, 1. Strength, depending on whether or not you do run Defiant Stance, either 2, 2, 3, or if you're running Defiant Stance instead of Combat Stimulant, 1, 2, 3. And Traveler Runes because you lost your Swiftness. And then Smoldering, what's it called? Alright, I quit. We're gonna get thieved for the rest of the night. I'm just putting on fucking whatever it's called. This is the All Thief Guild that isn't QQ. One of the 6. I'm sorry, Hummingbird. I'm coming back. Man, you obliterated that guy. I'm gonna try to get it, but I'm not. That's close. Was that like 8 thieves? Yeah, Grieving Amulet, Traveler Runes, Smoldering Sigil, Cleansing Sigil. No, it was good. The problem, again, you have even less cleave on this than you did before, because it's Condi now, but at least the gun saber skills have kind of more damage. Because, like, what the Condi trait basically does, chat, let me see if I can illustrate this. Your bullets and your, like, these slashes don't really do damage anymore, but they apply a lot. They do some damage, right? They apply a bitch load of burning and bleeding. And your pistol and swords still do a lot of power damage. So, because Warrior really doesn't have a decent Condi option that just vomits Condis while you let your damaging Condis work, you need to have some power in your build. Which is why Rabbit, in my opinion, isn't really going to work in PvP unless you're just trying to be an Immortal Rock on a side note. In which case, yeah, run Longbow. But it's... I mean, we'll see, right? There will be minds smarter than Pseudo that may cook something with this. And the playstyle really didn't change, but they definitely gave it options now. I still think that the best version of Bladesworn is going to be the support version, because the support trait kind of seems cracked to me on paper. Because it heals for, like... Gunsaber 3 heals for, like, 5,000 health or something in an AoE. With no healing power on it in World vs. World, which seems dumb. Like, it seems like so much fucking healing. You apply poison? No, there's no poison on the kit. It's only bleeding and burning, but it shouldn't apply poison. You can get poison off Relic of the Demon Queen, which is one of my builds. There's traits on Warrior to do weakness. There's traits on Warrior to do vulnerability. It doesn't have poison stuff, but you can get that off of relics and sigils. The problem, again, with, what's it called? Bladesworn in PvP is you're stuck running Bavanisos as a relic. There's no way to not run Bavanisos because they're balancing all of Warrior's fucking Condi Cleanser around the existence of that relic, and I really hate it. No, we're not gonna get this guy. There's too many people effing their friends. I also really hope that they take the delay off the fucking cast of the Dragon Trigger too. It's idiotic. It shouldn't be there. It never explained. It shouldn't have been there to begin with. It shouldn't be there now. Ferret. No, I think that's the same ferret. We're not duplicating ferrets. We'll keep it at 6. The only alternative you kind of have is to go Discipline, and then you can, if you take Discipline, you don't have to run Bavaniso, so you can run like a Mistburn relic, but then you have to run a way to get Bite, which is, the only way is Sigil of Courage, so you hover around like 16, 18 Might, and trade a little bit of your Condi Cleanse for some more Condi damage, but you lose the quickness. Do Sigil of Doom? Yeah, you could. But again, you only get 2 sigils on Bladesworn, you don't get 4. So a sigil slot is huge. And you need... In order to do damage, like Condi damage, you need the Smoldering Sigil, really. Or a rune that gives you... What's it called? So if you don't want movement speed, you can take something like Flame Legion or Balefire runes, and then you can give up the Smoldering Sigil and put on Doom, but Doom is also lower duration in PvP than it is in World versus... What the fuck? World versus World. That guy was also like, what the fuck? Doom is like 9 seconds of World versus World base, and I think 4 in PvP or 5. It's also really cleansable. I don't know, we gotta cook PvP. Like I said, I might get back into it now that there's like buildcraft in it, because I don't... PvP, you're either having fun when you're playing. It's like World vs. World. If you enjoy your build, you're having fun. If you're not enjoying what you're doing, you're, you know, the video game you're playing, and you're just losing or winning all the time, you're still not gonna have fun. So regardless, sorry if you're winning or losing. So we have a build or we have something to work towards. Yeah, maybe we give PvP a shot again. I am excited. But there's options as well. You can run... You don't have to run... What's it called? There's this funky stat where instead of Grieving, which is power, condition damage main stat, precision, ferocity minor, there's this funky one in PvP that's called Destroyer that's power precision main instead of power condition damage, and then condition damage ferocity minor. So... that might be an option, because precision is just like a better damage stat overall, especially if I do end up running arms. Look at Hummingbird single-handedly holding off the Zerg. Jesus Christ. I love the fucking immobilize on sword, whatever it is. 3. Did you live? You did live. Okay, that's what I was worried about. Good juking. Also, honest to God, again, stupid little childish thing number 2 about the patch that I love. The projectiles don't look like poop anymore. Like, the projectile Gunsaber 2 looks like a cool skill and is worth dodging now. I'm a bird. I'm a plane. I'm a bird. Still a bird. Still a bird, chat. We birded to death. That's a lot of dudes. Fucking OCX might be waking up. If Heightened Focus worked on Dragon Trigger, I mean, if Heightened Focus worked on Dragon Trigger, they would have to rebalance PvE. And they would have to decrease the damage Dragon Trigger does, and then you would run Heightened Focus forever. Which is probably why Heightened Focus doesn't work on Dragon Trigger. Because Heightened Focus also has a 12-second cooldown. It would also be the most AIDS thing to play, sorry, ever. Where... Oh, yeah, get your homestead stuff. Thank you. I need to do my homestead crafting. Maybe we'll stream a little tomorrow, but probably, maybe? I don't know. Because Heightened Focus has a 12-second cooldown, they would A, either need to rebalance it, but Bladesworn can't talk. B, add a visual indicator to your bar to show you when it's up, and then your entire rotation would revolve around you having to adapt to when Heightened Focus was up on Bladesworn, which would be awful. Or C, they would need to completely rework it. So I can understand why Heightened Focus doesn't work for Bladesworn. I just don't like the idea of putting a Grandmaster trait in the game that doesn't work on 1 out of the 4 warrior specs. The only healer's Healer Druid. I mean, the only healer was Firebrand for 6 years, right? Parrot, I'm counting that one. That's 7. Yeah, I don't know. Oxy, thank you for the follow. Welcome. I know healer or Druid definitely got some sauce. Yeah, but like Luminary didn't exist. You know what I mean? Like Firebrand was the only support for literally what was it, like 4 years? Also, how did Untamed actually land Bingley? Because I was talking to Nirvash and he was really bummed that it got nerfed that hard, but it still seems quite good. I know they hit target cap really hard on the explosive spores thing. It seems like it's fine. I don't know. Yeah, but they buffed it for PvP. Like again, you can't think of these changes in the vacuum, right? They can't add might to Druid and then be like, oh, but world versus world, we're not doing that. Like that's weird. Yeah, but it's just like the fucking rotating like list of shit, right? See that right there where I use Dragon Trigger and somehow I'm facing behind me for no reason. It's very odd. Run 15 Untames. I kind of like that. I think that's funny. Untamed, just good. Turns out when you have a projectile block built into your kit on a, what is it, 15-second cooldown? I thought it was really funny that they nerfed the Bears version of Endure Pain. I thought that because they were just using it to soak targets. That was fucking funny, dude. Like... Getting carpal tunnel, Jesus. They were just using like the different bear pets to soak targets. How many bears? 15 Untames, 8 Druids, 8 Firebands, 8 Troops, 1 Spectre. Is the Spectre leading? What's the fucking Spectre for? That's so funny. Oh, that's kind of cool. I like that the Spectre pockets the commander. I approve of the Spectre. No, I approve of the Spectre. That's cute. Yeah. I kinda like that. Like a second in command for Zergs. That's cute. Yeah, we'll see. It's always really weird to me when they nerf target cap on stuff because it really smacks of like, we really need to nerf this skill. The only other time I've seen them so aggressively nerf a target cap from 5 down to 3 per panel hit was after they tried 3 times to nerf, what was it? The Berserker Longbow F1 that I can't think of the name. It's Scorched Earth, that's what it is. I'm back here. Ow. Duel the world's most mobile dare. I pressed that way before he did that fucking skill. There's no shot that actually happened. I really don't like that you can't instacast Dragon Trigger 3. I have to cast it at the weirdest times in my rotation. Are we a thief over there? Are we enjoying being a thief over there? I wasn't even sure if this fight was still happening, dude. Chill. You know what I might do, chat, for this build? I might just take, like, a Sigil of Frailty for cover Condi. Because it feels like a lot of these hyper-mobile things can just cleanse my shit way too easily. Okay, that didn't track. Targeting's fucked up. See, I like this. It forces him to cancel the spin move, and then I can actually, like, hit the dude. How did that not hit him? Also, I'm not a fan of this archer just blinking me. Yeah, I think it's Sigil of Frailty. I think that's the play. Please die. Why did he still have a fucking dodge? Good stuff. This guy's build is like insane. I think it's acrobatics. Nice. Good fight. That was sick. Ah, that was sick. He gets the kill. I respect it. That was a really good fight. Yeah, but he didn't out of combat to his credit. He just like kited. That was really, really cool. Nah. No, yeah, he whispered me. Ah, it was really cool. He whispered me good fight. I wanted the bag though. And it's like, yeah, sick. That was really, really cool. This is what I'm talking about. Like, even thieves, man. Like, they got such a bad rap. There's honorable thieves. Like, it was awesome. See ya, Bingley. Have a good night. Thanks for educating me on zerging things. I don't think nullification's a play. Although as soon as I take off nullification, I'll want it back. Frailty and blood trigger the same way though, right? What's it called? So that one's flanking, and then what's the other one? What's bleeding, chat? Earth. So critically hitting or flanking, which one's more common? Yeah, I don't know. I keep trying, like, I really want to ask Cal why they don't want Spellbreaker to be the support. And either they have a vision for it that they're just, like, not sharing, or it feels weird. No, I know. Arms gives you passive Condi coverage, but that's, like, the only thing Arms really does, because the crit's kind of useless. I feel like I want to say critical too, but my crit chance isn't that high on this build. With Fury, I think it's like... I'll check what it says on the thing. This guy's asking me more questions. So with full stacks, yeah, I'm only around 60% crit with Fury. Yeah, I think I'll try Frailty, and then if I don't crit, which I won't, because the flanking's like anywhere on your target, but maybe. Let's see. Arms also is critical, right? Yeah, and it's a chance, but it has no cooldown. What is this trait called? Jesus. So this is guaranteed when you flank. This is it chance? Or is it just when you crit? When you crit, okay. And a lot of my stuff does multi-hit. We'll try Earth. We'll try Earth first. Try Earth. Well, the reason I'm gonna go with Frailty first is because the autos do bleeding, and it's a basically a new condition. Yeah, it's proven by Flaming Firmity. Sorry, this guy asked me if I like the changes, so I have to write him a book. Welcome back, Hummingbird. Welcome back. Yeah, like, our server woke up at the right time of 2 in the morning. Jesus. Alright, this poor guy. Do conditions have an order, chat? Like, do they have a set order on your bar like boons do? This feels good. I don't know, I'm just hitting poor fucking deer, but this feels good. Do I have... I don't have that trait on. Do I? No. Okay, good. Yeah, they have a set order. But it's still last in, first out for cleanses for most things, I believe. Yeah, I have no idea, Hummingbird. Unfortunately, I don't pay attention to the guilds. I need to recruit Nervash to lead for our guild or something. Maybe I can talk, what's it called? Her name, Alarnia? Or Alarnia? I can't pronounce it. It's all in elite speak. She's quite the good commander. And I don't think, other than Ghost Pepper Poppers, is there a food chat that gives you cover Condi? I know there's one that gives you like 3 Condis every 20 seconds or something absurd. But that's not very useful here, right? Like sugar rib choya flank steak or something. It's also one of the few rare foods in the game, like rare quality. Very weird. The more you know. I'm sorry, between Twitch and YouTube, we have 70 people, 74 people watching me. Holy crap, welcome, guys. Hopefully you're well. Hopefully you're enjoying the patch. Jesus. Had to do a double take. Holy cats. Those are like Twitch drop numbers. I'm glad people seem to be like vibing with this. I don't know. I know the Renegade changes seem to be a bit underwhelming for a lot of people. Thank you, Night Owl, for the 7. Holy moly. Wog seems to be enjoying it. Kunai's had an emotion. Incredible patch. Oh my god. I'm back here. Mortal Dragon Hunter, man. Ooh, that was a good play on his part. Try to pull us back to his group. I'm really tempted to pull off him and go for the Gale Shot, but he's used most of his buttons, so he's very gettable. Oh, come on. He's got to burn to death. He's got to... How do you have so much Condi Cleanse, my guy? There we go. Holy crap. No! No! No, they birded me so I couldn't stop! Oh, that was such a clutch bird. Yo, that Mesmer just saved this dude so hard. That was great. Oh my god, the Mesmer clutch bird. That was so goated. Oh my god. The one I want to use is Sigil of Blight, but Sigil of Blight I think is still bugged. Sigil of Blight's like an... I think it's like an 8-second cooldown or something. No, you know where we go? I think whoever suggested it is probably right. I think we do go Generosity. I think, like... I think they, like, whoever suggested this was right, because it'll be an extra Condi Cleanse and it'll be extra cover Condi. I think it was either Kale or 12. It was one of the two. It's always one Kale or 12. Maybe it was Bar. I don't remember. Whoever said that, you're probably right. Chill song. Hydration break, food break, refresh actual food break. The build break. Yeah, I should get like the rare versions of Sigil of Generosity. The funny thing is about those Hummingbird is a lot of the major and minor versions do stack now. I don't know when they changed it, but my friend tested every sigil in the game that was that weren't like those sigils, like the Generosity ones. And like major and minor, can I not spell skirmish? S-K-I-R. I thought that's what I typed. They do stack. It's really weird. I thought it was only bursting, but apparently not. There we go. Now we're good for a bit. Infinite Primer. Boom. It's so weird that those are so much money, considering that they're just that much money because they're rare. I can never pronounce people's names, I'm sorry. Essereni? 24, thank you for the follow. Probably Asura something. Sereni? Serenish? Thank you for the follow, welcome. Yeah, maybe generosity is the play. The real question is, can you transfer a, what's it called? Blind. Hang on, I want to find a more hype song for this. Can you transfer a blind with generosity? We're going well, Alcatraz. What's up with you? Are you enjoying the engineer changes much more than my engineer friend is? I think they're pretty good. We got some sauce. We'd like to fight. I like this guy's wizard, or this guy's wizard. I like this guy's guild. You're a wizard, Ari. Yeah, we just need Troubadour to have a DJ Grandmaster trait, and we're good. I do think that Bladesworn is not finished being fixed in terms of balance, and that it still really needs interesting Grandmaster traits. But we'll see, and baby steps. Bunker down salad if you want to play a CC bot. I wonder how well that synergizes with I feel like, I guess, taking Inventions and Alchemy would be a really tough ask in World vs. World, because you'd need damage somewhere, but, like... you might be able to make it work with, what's it called, equal and opposite. Oh, hell yeah. Let's go. Mistral doesn't block projectiles. I'm sorry. I know it looks like it should. Good fight. He did a good video on visual clarity. That's good. I know they've been cooking on it for a while, and they also know that they know people think the LFG is a problem. Still beast. Still beast. Maximum defense, Soul Beast. We have slotted all of the Endure Pain we could. We have run out of Endure Pain and we have died. I respect it. I have a very similar build. Can I make this jump? I did. Oh my god, I didn't know you could do that. What about the Beehive Relic? Beehive Relic, unironically, not the worst elite skill relic. Not even kidding. Beehive Relic does mad damage, hits 8 times, and does like 8 stacks of poison, and has a, what's it called, 30-second cooldown. Apparently he wants to fight you now. Yeah, I think he's putting all his eggs in the X offhand basket. Bunker Down gives 6 seconds of vulnerability whenever you trigger mine with your bandage and removes Condi. Gives you regen. That seems like a lot. It's also very strong because it doesn't have it. What's Sapin device? Because I know they added movement speed to mecha legs, which is interesting because Cal specifically called it out as being different from the warrior trait, and they basically do the same thing except the engineer trait being better. And it was really refreshing that he made that distinction. Wow, he's got the coolest bug. Check out this infusion, chat. Holy shit. Look at this guy. I want this infusion. Man's got Festival of the Four Winds early. I eat weakness whenever you CC or mob. Okay, so it's, what's it called? Relic of Watch. 10,000 payments. Rude. 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 How did I have fucking... I used a skill that gave me resistance twice because I got boon ripped, and I still didn't have resistance. That's funny as shit, dude. Oh my god. Yeah, it's Relic of Watch. I prefer to die instead of run. I need to refresh my boosters. Yeah, it's nice that if inventions can get a day in the sun, I think. Then a minute since it was mandatory on every build. I'm really liking the Relic of the First Revenant build a lot more than the others, chat. But maybe it's just the one that I ended up playing. We should switch to some of the others a little bit tonight. What else we got here? What haven't we really tried? I don't like the one that's just damage. I think that's my least favorite of all the ones I theory crafted. That one will probably go in the bin. I don't really like the one as well where... This is the problem I knew I was going to run into if I tried running Demon Queen. Where I don't know if I like Demon Queen, I guess. Because it feels like you're putting all your eggs in one basket where you need to CC stuff. So maybe I switch this to Doom. And then we have more passive poison as well. And you can kind of see the trait drift. Oh my god. I didn't have the right shit when I was fighting that guy. I feel such a troll now. Oh my god. I'm sorry, Soul Beast dude. I didn't have a trait line on. I know I had one when I was fighting the thief. I'm sorry. Wait, hold the frig up. That's stupid. Cat. I've been running the wrong crap all night. Oh, I'm just stupid and really tired. No, it's fine. We're good. I didn't even get to work out today, really. Squats, I was like it. Oh, another Ellie's on? This guy's crazy. Yeah, pretty much. Report the pseudo-idiot. I haven't looked at the Bladesworn, thought changing the interest testing confused the trait turns you into kit into support healing thing. Yeah, I have no idea why. They seem to want it to have a support trait, so now we have a support trait. It'll be easiest to understand if you're on your Bladesworn and look at the skills when you change the minor, because basically all of the different gun sabers based on which minor you choose now are different kits. It's mad weird. You're rude to Barry and Chomp and everyone else I know, but they're winning. Well, that sucks. I'm sorry. Maybe they're mad. I don't know. I don't do any of the world versus world politics, man. QQ wants to throw siege on me, they can do it. I don't care. It's just, you know, occasionally you get thieves like that duel you and have great fights, and it makes all the difference. One positive comment outweighs all the negative comments. It's great. Try Relic of Voss. Might better than Demon Queen if I'm running a second heal. Isn't Voss only for elixirs? Or is it whenever you press your elixir skill or your heal skill or an elixir skill? I could, if that's the case. Does Voss have a cooldown? I guess I could just go look at this instead of asking chat. Heal/elixir. I was looking, yeah, because I was looking at, what's the one that people sometimes run in PvP? Twin Generals, and Twin Generals seems like ass. Let me look at Voss real quick. Yeah, you can fight the tree. Fight the tree. Let me look at what Relic of Voss is. I want to see the numbers. She's fighting the tree. Respect. What's Voss look like? Somebody describe the icon, and I guess I could just look this up. Fine. Chat. Go to the wiki. You made me do it. This is your fault. Poison. Oh, after using a healing or elixir skill. So it's... And it gives you stacks. And it has a 10-second cooldown. This is very interesting. And the World vs. World PvP versions are shit. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, the duration on World vs. World PvP very low, but Demon Queen also very low. This is an interesting suggestion for sure, and it's 3 stacks per. Okay. Very interesting. Hello. Hello, Smithman. Ouch. Ouch. This Bingley. Feels like Bingley. Oh, the other problem with that is the, I don't use, what's it called? The dual, on this build, on this version. The dual heal. I use the dual heal on the Relic of the first Revenant build. Sorry, my brain is in build land and fighting a dude. Because it provides the infinite resistance. So you can take advantage of that Relic, otherwise that Relic's real bad. Can I auto-attack this guy? Fuck me, man. Still stuck with Bladesworn Dragon Trigger 2. Actually, so I haven't gotten stuck yet, and you can move while charging. It's a lot of new muscle memory for Dragon Trigger 2. The shitty thing is Alcatraz, that I can't, maybe I can demonstrate it if I get into combat with this O-Cart. What I really don't like, and this is a bug that I really would like them to fix if nothing else, is... Did you know this Entangle, by the way, is 1200 radius, chat? It's fucking insane. So if I press F1 and then try to... Well, it worked there because there's some lag on the server right now. You basically can't insta-cast Dragon Trigger 1 or Dragon Trigger 3, and it will just cancel your full charge of Dragon Trigger and go on cooldown, which really needs to not. Would Aristocracy work? Aristocracy might work, but I'm less looking for damage and more looking... I think Aristocracy is damage. I could be wrong. I think it's like whenever you apply weakness or something, you get a damage buff. I'm less looking for weakness, like damage, and more looking for like Condi utility, if that makes any sense. So, like, Relic of Fractal would be ideal if Relic of Fractal wasn't bad. If Relic of Fractal was as busted as Relic of Akeem, then I would be running Relic of Fractal, but it's not. Yell at your brother all the time for not looking at the wiki. I did just pull up the wiki. I did it. Also, I can't yell at Kunabs the other day. He had his training arc the other day in Armistice. And by the other day, I mean earlier today, because I have no idea what day it is, Flog. Relic of Us was a good suggestion. I like that a lot. It was neat. What we really need, chat, is more stance relics, and that was sarcasm. I should update these on the build editor as well. So there's slight tweaks to the builds in the description. The last one will have Doom on it. The one that's all Condi. Let me save this. And the one that I was really enjoying for most of the night is going to have a Relic of Generosity in it, where we're at right now. Well, I really think the better cover Condi might be better. Also, they seem to have increased the size of Dragon Trigger 3, which is fucking phenomenal. Galdra, Citadel, Watch. Paitha? Paitha is what people use in, what's it called? In PvE. If Paitha did Condi damage too, I would run it. Yeah. If Paitha did... The PvE power Bladesworn runs Paitha, and basically you blink before you use Dragon Trigger to trigger the damage proc. I looked at that earlier and I was like, well, if Paitha gave Condi damage, I would run it. It does 2 stacks of Condi damage, that's true. What's really weird also is Bladesworn's steroid that they get is still only ferocity. It needs to be 100 ferocity, or 150 ferocity, 150 Condi damage, or 200 of each or something. I guess we could look at Relic of Aristocracy. I haven't taken a small break. That. Also, Fog, what are you doing awake this late? Oh my god, my guy. Go zoom in and get my cape back. A cute little Bladesworn Ascended Pirate. I'm curious about Aristocracy now. What I really wanted to run was Relic of Thorns, but there's like no poison on this kit. Condition duration, right, and 5 stacks. Weakness or vulnerability, 1 second cooldown. Killing me. My guy. You know I got my first precursor of one of these idiots? And precursor. Incandescent dust, I'll take it. Yeah, that's actually a decent point. I did have that brain idea earlier, Alcatraz, and it just forgot. Like, I knew I would only notice it when I had streamed a lot, and I hadn't gotten stuck on a rock in a while, and I have seemingly, you know, just to jinx it, not gotten stuck on a tiny invisible pigeon yet with Dragon Trigger 2. So, again, I'll take the bugged UI if they fix the Dragon Trigger pathing 1,000,000,000%, man. That is such a good trade-off. Plus it's red, man. It's so cool. Jesus. This class is so fucking cool, chat. Like, good goddamn. What I really want, no joke, is a good reveal relic. Scrit as a Gale Shot. What the fuck is going on? Apparently. Hello. I mean, I'm not gonna tell you you're wrong. I mean, play your way. Guild Wars 2. You guys are great. Jesus. Holy crap. Alright, chat. I'm not gonna do that thing where I stay up to like fucking... Okay, well, this Hollowsmith wants to fight again. I was about to say I was gonna call it, but... He would like another duel. Like 80% sure this is Bingley. I could do that streamer thing where I just kill my sleep schedule, though. Ah. Yeah, I just saw your comment. This feels very Bingley coded. I don't know. That didn't hit. That was a little weird. Three of my skills just didn't cast. That was sick. Flamethrower? Sustain is ludicrous. Like for a hollow, his sustain is nuts. From the world's longest duel. Dear everyone who thinks Hollow is bad. Okay, I quit. I quit forever. That was a great duel. Holy shit. Sleep schedule must prevail. That was a great duel, whoever that was. I'm guessing Alcatraz or Bingley. That was awesome. Yeah. Oh, you know, that was great. My hands hurt. Yeah, your build's awesome. If you want to drop it in chat, I'm sure people will be curious. If not, no worries. Yeah, we gotta raid into somebody, man. Your West Coast. What if run 2 heals, Relic of Babe, and swap runes for Balthazar? So on one of the variants, I'm running what's it called, the power version of Balthazar, which I believe is Flame Legion, which just maths out to be better for my build to your hands. But again, there's all the builds are in the YouTube description that we're working with right now. We're on Mosswood. We're with Vanguards of Ascension, my guild's little roaming guild. If you'd like to join, let me know. Our only rule is no political or religious stuff in guild chat. Let's find someone to raid into, and if I'll try to maybe be back tomorrow or Sunday or something, but if not, we'll be back at our usual time on Monday. It's probably going to be double giveaways this week. So maybe Monday and Wednesday, or maybe just Monday at 9 p.m. Eastern. So that's 1 hour after Guild Wars 2 server reset. So get followed or subbed or hit whatever notifications you have to for that. I do giveaways every week, so try to pay it forward and whatnot. Is there anybody I know who is streaming? Oh, Ape Junk's streaming. Perfect. I love that they have such an late sleep schedule. Or I guess probably just the right sleep schedule for them. Right. We could go to EOTM, or you could come to, what's it called? Armistice Bastion. But yeah. We'll raid into them. Be kind to yourself, be kind to others. Thank you so much, guys, for joining. Have a wonderful night, and let me know what you think of Bladesworn and stuff. I'm really excited to have 5,000 years of this. So, take care. See ya. Bye, YouTube. Have a wonderful night.